Welcome back to another episode, guys. All right, so a lot of people have asked me why I started posting on YouTube, and why now, and with all the things going on in my life, and pretty much that's why I started posting is because of the outcomes of things happening in my life. Just to explain, about 2.5 years ago, my partner and I had our first baby, and he come 10 weeks early. So we spent 7 weeks solid. He spent 7 weeks solid in the hospital, and then we were in and out of hospital. It was probably 6 months before we left the place and didn't look back. And it took a toll mentally on both of us, as well as our families having to come and support us in that. Financially, we took a hit. Our health, physical health took a hit. And then when Jodie got pregnant with our second child at 20 weeks, they believed that she got transverse myelitis, which is an infection in your body, and hers affected her spinal cord. They seem to believe that the infection inflamed her spinal cord and cut off the connection from her head to the rest of her body, so she was paralysed from the neck down. And this all sort of happened pretty quickly. I wasn't around to help, and so we fought that beast for 6 months again. It was an ongoing thing, and it's incredible the things that she's been through and still keeps pushing on. Once again, we had help. Jodie's mum come and lived with us for 6 months, and while the experience was terrible, at the same time we learnt so much about each other. The people, when you're down and out, people just want to come and help. So, and then just recently, 2 weeks ago, she was down visiting her mum and dad with the boys, and the hospital seems to believe that she had a stroke. She had a stroke in her spine, and pretty much, the family's all torn apart. Our family's all torn apart at the moment. The boys are down with their grandparents, and they're safe, and it's a hard situation, but it is what it is. They're safe and they're happy with Nanny and Granddad, and Jodie's in hospital. She's getting the best care that she can get in her situation, and I'm up here in Darwin just trying to keep the day-to-day ticking over, the money going into the account, and our dogs need attention, and the house obviously, doesn't keep itself clean, and the lawns don't mow themselves. So, we've all got a role to play. But the reason I started YouTube was that throughout all those events, I felt like I had more to give. My boys, they mean everything to me, and there's people out there that just seem to make excuses for every situation rather than take control and push on. It's easy to give up, but at the same time, it's even easier if you change your mindset, and then you can take control and move forward. And I feel like the message is sort of lost in translation there somewhere. From when you're a kid, you believe you can do anything, to there's people getting from they grow up to being teenagers, and school it beats down on them because they're not academically achieving, and then they get out into the workforce, and then there's some old fella or old woman that's hasn't achieved in their life, so it just shits on them. And so by the time they hit early 20s, mid 20s, you've got part of the population that doesn't believe that they're going to be that they're going to be able to do anything. They've lost so much confidence, and they it's just sad where people's mindsets are. So the reason why I started YouTube is because I've been through all this stuff. It's taught me a lot of stuff that you can't learn from just existing, just living life. It's taught me, ways to deal with stress, and excuses don't make the pain go away. Actually, they make the problem worse. So piece by piece, I'm hoping to break down the walls of the mental health side of life, and give people hope back, really.